Good morning. Welcome to day 164, Tuesday, September 17th, 2024. All right, we're going to be on our first full day of a few days of this wildfire reroute. We're going to have one, possibly two river fords. We're going to climb up and go back down Boulder Pass and make our way towards Little Giant Pass, which we may climb up today or not quite sure. Yeah, so it's going to be an adventurous day. Slept pretty well last night, got up around 4. So the one interesting thing that's happening at night now is, like at 8, when I'm ready to put my head on the pillow and I'm like just putting things away in the tent at night, I now need to use my headlamp because it's too dark to see anything. So the days are definitely getting shorter on both ends. I'm using my headlamp a lot more. I'm having to start sometimes, depending on whether it's cloudy in the morning or clear skies. If it's cloudy, I may have to use my headlamp for the first 15 minutes or so of hiking. So yeah, it's definitely changing as far as that goes. So there's been a few reports written about this reroute. You have to take the info based on, different people have different expectations of things. So the thing I'm really interested in is where's the flowing water and where's camping. So that may be an issue later today, just figuring out where to camp for the end of the day. We'll kind of monitor our progress as we go along, and hopefully something works with where we want to end the day. So I may have to stop a little early or go a little longer, just because there's not a whole lot of information. You can look at a topo map, but that doesn't always give you the full story. So that is this morning's update, and we'll see you on the trail. All right, we made it to the bridge crossing. There's actually a really nice campsite here. I wish I had stayed here. Oh well, it would have been a long day if I kept going. Anyway, after the bridge crossing, you kind of stay on this trail for a couple miles and you connect to the new trail and do a couple miles. But there is possibly a way to ford this river on this spur trail here. So I'm going to check it out and see what it looks like and maybe give it a go. Okay, it's about 8 o'clock. We just did a little bushwhack and forded the White River, which is going to save about 4 trail miles. Now we just have to bushwhack to the White River Trail. However, it's always a good sign when you see a little group of Karens. So maybe this bushwhack won't be terrible. It's pretty thick, but maybe there's somewhere we can get through. I'm just doing a little scouting to see if there's something that is a little bit open. And it looks like maybe there's something here. So, gonna have a little breakfast and then find the trail. Meantime, I guess you call that partly cloudy. Definitely a lot more clouds out today, but at least for the moment, they're white, friendly clouds and not gray rain clouds. So still a bit chilly, 8 o'clock near the water. Checking in a bit, hopefully back on the trail. So this is what a bushwhack in Washington State looks like. Similar to a bushwhack in New Hampshire. I've done quite a few of those. It's kind of opened up a little bit. We have about like 400 feet to rejoin the trail. All right, just like that, we have joined the new trail, the White Creek Trail. Shaved off about 4 miles, going all the way down Indian Creek to a bridge and then getting on this trail. So that wasn't bad at all. The ford was easy. It was kind of milky white water, hence White Creek. But yeah, the deepest spot I went just got to like halfway up my cargo pockets and it wasn't flowing very strong at all. So that was fine. Very refreshing. So now I think we got a few miles to the Boulder Pass Trail, which will be a heck of a climb. Yeah, so I'm gonna get an audiobook going and keep on marching. All right, our third trail on this reroute. This one's gonna be up, up, up. All right, it's about 11 o'clock. Just passed a trail crew of about 6-7 folks working on a trail. Saw their encampment about a mile and a half back. And yeah, just a lot of overgrown trail. They've been brushing back. And I guess 2 weeks ago, Indian Creek Trail, a lot of that was worked on. So that was nice. And then I guess what's coming up here after Boulder Pass, Little Giant, I guess the climb is just, it's not switchbacky, but then it's good after that. So we're gonna keep marching on towards the pass ahead here. Yep, the pass is up there, so that's where we're headed. All right, so that's Boulder Pass behind me. That's where we're headed. We're getting up and over that somehow. I think we still have 1,000 feet of elevation. Looks about right. Just passed a guy at a hunting camp. No luck so far, but it's got the scopes out and taking a look. So no other hikers of any sort today. Did see that trail crew. And who knows, maybe we'll see a thru-hiker at some point. $1:30, still climbing up Boulder Pass. We're getting closer. All right, made it to the top of Boulder Pass. That was a long, hard climb. 2 o'clock. We're definitely not doing 2 miles an hour today. All right, it's 3:30. We're making our way down the other side of the pass towards the river. Finally passed a water source, but there is no flat spot to camp. I'll have to find something near the river, I'm imagining. The river is going to be glacier runoff, so it's going to be silty. So a lot of minerals in that water. Fine for boiling, but I probably won't filter any water. I think I have enough in my bladder for tomorrow. But we may pass a stream or something. That's the thing when you're off the PCT and you don't have any info from far out. The only thing you have is the topo maps. So we'll see. All right, it's almost 4. We're about 500 feet from the river. I would have preferred to cross it today, but this is a nice camping area. That'll work. So I'm gonna just walk on down to the river, see what it looks like on the other side, and then decide if I'm gonna camp here and just do the crossing first thing in the morning. Yeah, let's go check it out. The trail's been very overgrown the past couple of hours, so it's slow going. You got to be careful. You don't know what's under the bush, if there's rocks, or so slows you down and tires you out. But let's go check out what's going on here. Okay, there's a creek here with good water, so I don't have to get the mineral water. So I think I will set up camp. Yeah, and do the water crossing in the morning. Just leave the Crocs on. Nice view from here, but doesn't look like there's much camping. So that is the update. All right, it's about 4:30. We got the tent set up back there in the shade with the wind. It is chilly. So we're gonna go down and collect water from the stream and try not to think about this cold river crossing first thing in the morning. Yikes. The only thing is hoping for no rain. Don't want the river to get any faster or deeper. Doesn't feel like rain, but you never know. Or just a light rain would be fine. There's so much brush on this trail all day. I'm so glad that it didn't rain yesterday because I would have been drenched. Yeah, very overgrown sections of trail for miles. Just really wears you down. So I am very tired. Probably only did about 15 miles today, but a full day of hiking. So yeah, that's what happens when the trail isn't really maintained the whole way and you're doing a big climb. But still happy with these conditions. Believe me, I'm happy with 15 miles. I'm going to count that as a win. If there looked like there was going to be some camping on the other side of the river, I would have preferred to cross the river today, but you know, you got to work with what you have. So we'll make do and we'll just have a chilly morning. Haven't had one of those in a while where we've had a water crossing first thing in the morning, so it'll be fine. All right, let's do a recap. It's getting to be 6 o'clock already. We're at 4,300 feet. We went up and over Boulder Pass today. We started at around 3,200 feet. Boulder Pass is around 6,200 feet. And now we're back down to 4,300 feet. So 15 miles, give or take, we did today. And I'd say a little more than half of that, probably 2/3 of it, was overgrown trail. Very challenging conditions, just pushing through. Luckily it was dry and not wet. That would have been miserable. So tomorrow, first thing, we're going to ford, I think it's the Namquika River. We also forded a river today to do a shortcut. I think that was the White River, but Namquika is tomorrow. Shouldn't be too bad as long as there's no rain. And then we make our way up Little Giant Pass. Apparently very, very steep trail. So that'll be interesting. Then we got to get down the other side. And then we have a bit of a road walk, I think. I think it's like 6 to 8 miles of road walking before we rejoin a new trail. and make our way towards Spider Gap and the Spider Glacier, which there's no way we're getting that far tomorrow, but we'll head that way. We'll get somewhere, hopefully, in that direction. Yeah, if the weather stays like this, amazing. It was a great weather day. Right, it got a little chillier in the shade with the wind here near the water, but overall, fantastic weather. Even saw a trail crew out today. That was cool. Just gonna relax, let the body recover. I already had a decaf coffee. I'll make some electrolytes now. Dinner, we'll have some mashed potatoes, and I've got a chicken fajita rice bowl thing. That'll be good. And then peanut M&Ms, Snickers bar. Still have a few $100 candy bars that Sarah surprised me with. So we'll load up, we'll fuel up, we'll be ready for our third day of off-trail adventure. Really our second full day. We only were off-trail for about 6-7 miles the first day, but still. It's our third day off the PCT, and we're not getting back to it tomorrow. So stay tuned.
Hi, I just thought I'd do a quick update. I am on my way from Minneapolis, where I spent the weekend with a good friend of mine, hanging out and just catching up. She used to live in Manchester, so it was great to see her. And now I am heading to North Dakota, which will be a new state for me. Never been to North Dakota. So heading there. It's about a 7.5, 8-hour drive. And so I've got a few more hours to go, but overall not a lot of traffic now that I'm outside of the city, and just trying to take it slow. I've got podcasts, music, audiobooks, all of that to listen to. So another 2 nights on the road, and then I'm staying with another friend for a few days. So it'll be great. So time to get back on the road. So a little update to end the day. I went to a great brewery for dinner, but I got out of there just before bingo started. I didn't need to be there for that. Just filling up the car with gas before I head back to the hotel. It was a long day of driving from Minneapolis to Dickinson, North Dakota. So it was fine. Lots of rolling hills, cornfields, and trucks going over 75 miles an hour. So, but we're here. I'll sleep well tonight and back on the road tomorrow.